Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I have a bunkhouse fifth wheel to show you, and it weighs under 9,000 pounds dry, which is incredible. It is the 2022 Arctic Wolf 287BH. Again, that is a bunkhouse model, and the bunks in the back are both full size. So, it works for even some of your larger teenagers. That way you can travel, sleep a ton. But being so light, it's really versatile, as far as what trucks you can use, where you can get it into. It's a little bit shorter, than most. But today I'm going to take you on about 10 to 15 minutes on the inside, couple moments on the outside, just give you a little tour, see if this is something you guys are interested in. And if you're interested in it, you can text me for a price. All my contact information will be down in the description. And of course, the specifications will be there as well. If you're looking for some more details like length, weight, all that good stuff. But again, the 2022 Arctic Wolf 287BH, and right when you walk in, the first thing that I notice is it's got this absolutely massive slide. Not only is it nice and wide, but it is very tall. I am 6 feet tall, and I am not bumping my head on this. I would say it's probably about 6'3" or so, which is an extremely nice feature to have, because what it leads to is these oversized windows, which whenever you're in a campground, it's always nice just to get an extra look at the view or the life of what's going on. Now, when you walk in the camper, this is going to be where your controls are, right here. So you got your awning, you got your slide, heat and AC, 10-volt water heater, the Wi-Fi connection. Right here is your LCI screen, so you can also control the lighting, awning, leveling, all that from right here on your electric display, but they do have more of a manual touch, right here as well. They do have some ambient lighting that goes, up and above and around the slide. So it puts out kind of that bluish color to it, which is really a nice touch at night. And it's also going to be above there. But that is something that you have, if you want to take a little sneak peek there, at night with that. Right as you walk in, you have this really nice sized pantry. That's just off the door. The entrance is right there. But you got this pantry. And check out all the space that is in there. It's going to be a closet, as well. You got these little hanging octopus dudes just hanging there waiting for their tentacles to grab a little coat for you. Nice and tall there as well. So plenty of storage is right off the rip, right in the front. Now, back to this slide out, you got this couch right here, which will pull out to make a bed, so you can sleep an additional, 1 to 2, depending on the size there. And then you have this oversized U-shaped dinette as well, which allows you to sleep another 1 to 2. You have these little metal legs, if you're not too familiar with camping, or if you're new to it. You basically pull off the top, pull those out of the ground, and you can lay it right here on those edges. Underneath these, you're also going to have some storage. So you got plenty of storage right there underneath. That goes all the way back against the wall. It's hard to do without that one hand for the Kamarooski. But the windows, again, absolutely massive. And you got these zebra shades on all of them, which is nice. You can kind of block out the sun, let in a little bit, or obviously let it all in. As you can see, you got the screen there too. So you just pull and, yank it across. And you can get some really nice crosswinds going on in here. That's always a perk. So you got the pull-out couch. You got the U-shaped dinette to sleep. You have USB ports right there. So that way you can charge up your devices. Clicker lights if you don't want to use, if you just want to turn off one here or there. It is freezing here in Ohio today. I'm at RV Nation here in Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. But it's about 40 degrees out. And this shop gets pretty chilly, so I put up the electric fireplace to 72, and it is roasting. That actually has a setting that goes all the way up to 100 degrees. So that thing is no joke. Not only does it look cool, it's also got a couple different light settings. So you can change the light. That's actually my favorite, that white light. Right here, you got a little bit of storage left and right, but this is going to be your zone where you can control, the tunage. AM, FM, zone 1 and 2. That's going to be inside, outside. So you can get some music bumping all over this place. TV mounting guide. So you got a place where you can mount your TV. aux satellite TV, the appropriate outlets Excuse me. And again, 2 USB ports right there. Up above, you got some real nice storage. So you got that. This unit does have 2 ACs, so you have one right there and then one up in the bedroom, which I'll show you when we get to that part of the tour. But it is really nice, you know, to have that. You can really chill yourself out of this camper, being the size that it is. It's really convenient to have those 2 ACs. We got your fuse box right here, 2 more outlets, 2 more USBs. You got another little hanging rack, you know, so that way you can hang up some clothes, you know, some of your lighter stuff right there. So that's nice and handy. Spin around. This is going to be your kitchen area. But as you can see, this camper gives you ample space there in the middle to walk around and hang out. So on those rainy days, although this might not be your 45-foot Goliath, you know, you definitely have enough space just to kind of hang out. And right here, if you look up, I mean, there is just a ton of space. I mean, I'm reaching for the top of this thing. There's just a lot of space there. I mean, that's got to be, I mean, heck, I'm not going to pretend to know what that is, but I'd say probably about 12 feet or so, you know, gets you that. You get yourself more of a residential touch here with this fan, so you can really keep that air circulating, keep the flow good. You know, just kind of get that air, you know, in and out and get it going. You got your Canon refrigerator, and if you're not familiar with RV brands, this is going to be a 12-volt refrigerator. So basically, you can run that off of, you know, your car battery, the battery that's on the camper, the electric, you know, whatever. But it's a little bit more convenient than your gas and electric refrigerator in the form of actual use. You know, the freezer section will actually keep stuff frozen, and the refrigerator won't heat up if the sun's batting down on it on the outside like some of those RV refrigerators will. You look over here, you got really everything you need. It's not a ton of counter space, but, you know, you do kind of have it going on. Let me move those papers. You got your high-rise faucet with your hand sanitizing station. You got the top here, which can double as a cutting board if you'd like. But you got your stainless steel undermount bowl, you know, right there. That's one of those front-facing ones, which I like. I'm a big fan of that. You do have an oven. You got the Greystone oven with a drawer underneath for some of your pots and pans right here. 3 stovetop burner. Not too much to go over there. We all know what those are. And then right here you have an actual cutting board which doubles as a black splash held on by those magnetic strips. So that I would say a little bit of a bambooski there. You know, so that's always nice. And then you get just enough counter space, you know, to be dangerous here in the kitchen. Looking up, you got plenty of storage. You got this little lip above, you know, for maybe some of those stowaway areas. You know, I sneak stuff up in there all the time, kind of pack rat it up. Contour microwave. Won't go into that, but let me open up some of these storage, kind of show you what's all involved with that. All right, so these are all interconnected. As you can see, it goes back to that corner. And the same on this side as well. So you get some real good use out of the storage. Two more USBs. Right here, you're going to have 3 of the pull-out trays. They're all going to be just like that. You got just a little bit of storage and some access to your plumbing for some of your maintenance needs, you know, right there. So let me give you another little look here inside of here, and then I'll show you this bunk room, which I am a big fan of. All right, so we flip around to the bunk room. It is not the largest. It doesn't have slides back here. You know, it's not really a playroom like some of your campers, but you do get a ton of storage. You got some underneath right here. You got a ladder. But what you'll notice is, look how big these are. I mean, I don't know, you know, how large the kid is that you're bringing, but I could lay in this, you know, as a full-size adult and have no problems, maybe even a second person. This top bunk, it does have a 300-pound capacity, so, you know, make sure you don't stack them up too deep right there. USB and outlets, a little window, USB and outlets, a bigger window with the ability to open and get some wind in here. And then right here, Get yourself an emergency exit right over here. So just pull that and push it. Bada bing, bada boom. You are out. But one thing that strikes me very handy about this camper is, again, they found a way, to sneak some space in. Or sneak some storage space in. They did a really good job, with this unit. I have seen a lot of bigger campers that have less storage than this. And in a bunkhouse, you just got to have it. So you have a little hanging rod right there so you can do all your hanging items. Then, of course, right there, you can kind of use it as a dresser. I'm sure the kids will make that a wreck in no time. Or, even store away some of those stowaway items, your blankets, your towels, all that kind of good stuff. I did forget to show you this emergency exit right there. It does have a blackout light, so you can pull out that, which is always nice. But now we'll go up and check out the bathroom and the bedroom. Again, if you guys have made it this far, if you guys could hit that like and subscribe button for me, maybe even comment with something that I could do better for you next time. My end game goal here is to sell more campers and make more money on YouTube, and I would love your feedback on that. And of course, my contact information is in that description. So we got the bathroom here. Real nice size. It is one of the toilets where you can actually sit down and you don't have to worry about, bumping your legs up against the sink. You can actually do your thing in here. The shower, it's a good size shower as well. You're also going to have a little skylight there for some natural lighting. And then you got the fantastic fan, suck out the stank there. Outlets, you got a really nice size sink right here. And then underneath, you got just a little storage on one side and some access to the plumbing on the other. And then check that out. Again, just a ton of storage space. I'm 6 feet tall, arm barely touching the end right there. So that is a ton of storage space. That is an awesome feature to have. Now the bedroom. Now you saw that TV backer out there. This does come. They did get the 39-inch LED TV, which is always nice. Again, you got that blue accent lighting, which you can flick on or off depending on what you need. You got the 2 reading lights that are also clickable. You got the storage with the struts right there, so it keeps it up pretty hand-free. That's always handy. And it goes back a little further, than most of your, RV brands, will do for you. On both the right and the left, you're going to see identical storage just like this. So you got some cubby space there. And then right up here, you also got all of that, which is nice. And then on both sides, you got a little bit of a countertop space if you need to put a CPAP machine in or something of that nature. And on this side, you're going to find you have outlets. And then on that side, you have outlet and you have USB charging stations. So that is nice. Emergency exit window right there. Oh, forgot to show you on that side because the TV was blocking it. Both sides have one of those as well. So nice little pull out. I'm sure that won't turn into a junk drawer anytime soon. Place for a TV right here as well. You also have your cable hookups and your outlets that you need to plug it in. And then check that out. You got yourself another massive storage station where you can put all of your hanging items in. And then underneath, you got a place to maybe put, some shoes or, slide a little box of storage in there, as well. But that about wraps it up for the inside portion of this tour. Once again, 2022 Arctic Wolf 287 BH, weighing under 9,000 pounds. It's definitely one of my favorite. If you want to go with a lightweight camper that's not breaking the bank, that you can get into most of your state parks, is definitely a great one. Now I'll take a couple moments here on the outside. This will go a little bit quicker. You got your awning. Looks like a big old awning. I'll have the size down in the description, but I'd guess probably somewhere around 20 feet. You do have the LED strip, which I turned off on that panel when I went inside. Your outdoor speakers are going to be right here, marine grade, so don't worry about playing them. They're protected. The rain isn't going to damage them. Little leash latch for your furry friends. That way they can join you outside too, even if they're a little wild child. Plenty of pass-through storage. You also have your cable TV hookup and some outlets. It also shows off this aluminum construction. Propane right here. You got the electric auto level on, or the electric level, you know, on this. Dual axle. You have a spray port right next to your exterior kitchen, where you're going to find you have 2 stovetop burners, a little cleaner bowl right here, an ice maker, which makes those really nice small ice cubes, kind of like Frisch's. I'm a big fan of that. You got yourself outdoor refrigerator where you can put in probably 24 cans of apple juice, you know, for your drinkers. Spray port. A lot of exterior storage right here as well. And one thing I do like is that they did change it to those slam latch doors. So that is nice. They're also held up by the magnetic tip right there. As we come around the back, all the Arctic Wolf and the Alpha Wolves are coming with a rear camera standard. That hooks up to your phone. That way while you're driving, you know, this is your iPhone. Jeez, Pete, still zoomed in. This is your iPhone, you know, or your Android. You can see what's going on right on that screen, you know, with some distance markers behind you. So that's always a convenient option to have. You know, usually they're $550. The dealer has to install them, yada, yada, yada. You got yourself a rear travel rack, so you can put some more storage items there, put some bikes, drop a couple bag or boxes, you know, whatever you want to do. Maybe a little picnic prepping station would be nice. You got yourself an outdoor shower right below where the camper plugs in. Interesting placement there. And then you have this slide out. So this is prepped for a slide topper. Even though this thing is absolutely massive, it will run you about $700 to put a slide topper on there. If you're not familiar with what a slide topper is, basically it's just an awning for the slide, you know, so that way it protects it from, you know, rain, tree branches, pine needles, whatever it might be. But it's going to go on there and attach to the top. So as this comes out, that comes out with it. So it's pretty slick. It's really nice to have. If you got the extra money to blow, that's a great feature to do it on. Got your freshwater connection, or geez, what Pete's, cable and satellite, freshwater connections, your black tank flush, all nice things to have in one spot. This is the back end of the pass-through storage. Door for your propane. Plenty of storage here up underneath. Again, the auto level right there. Your docking lights, which, your docking lights, if you're new to camping, that are those right there. So it makes it really easy to back up and hook up. You got your Rhino box, which allows you to have a little bit more of that storage up top to give you that full under the bed storage, you know, which is always convenient. And then, of course, right up in here, you got your big boy storage area. And you got your battery, your spare tire, you know, all that good stuff. But I think that about wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys tune in next time. Hit that like and subscribe. Drop that comment. Say hello. My name is Hunter. This was the 2022 Arctic Wolf 287BH. See ya.